talking
No, I won't do that
about
to you. I won't do that. Hello, everyone. My name is SinTheOracle, and I'm your host for this here Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair stream. Whew. We got to the end of that sentence. With us today, we have Nanners of Nanners.
Hello.
We have a special guest with us, TT of Tidiana.
Hello.
Or should I say T1 Tiana?
TT's fine.
We also have the beautiful Kaz of Khaztaroth 315 on the mic tonight. They will be voicing exactly one low involvement character of the dice's choosing.
Oh, the shortest character? That's the little,
That's Hiyoko.
Yeah, Hiyoko.
The child with the foul mouth.
Yeah, the really bitchy kid.
She's really bitchy, but like sometimes sometimes she does say the right thing for me.
Yeah, sometimes she's hilarious.
So we can definitely give her to you.
She's also the red herring in this case, or so it seems.
Yeah. So let's get right into the game. As you'll recall, we were in the middle of our second class trial. The victim in this case is Mahiru. I don't remember her last name. But she was the ineffectual camera girl who always spoke her mind? Question mark? I don't know. I feel like she wasn't written as well to match the description that other characters have given her.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't live up to the hype that is bestowed on her after her death. Like, they're all talking about her force of personality and stuff. It's kind of like, really?
Like in moments maybe, but like she was also kind of forgettable. But that's okay. We're still gonna try to figure out who killed her. Chief among those suspects, I think, right now is Hiyoko, as we were saying.
The plot seems to be
along with perhaps Fuyuhiko.
Yeah,
Fuyuhiko's a bit of a question mark. We know Fuyuhiko is somehow involved in the case that this one is emulating.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't remember, we found some evidence to connect this murder to a murder that happens in a video game on one of the islands. That is a telling of an actual murder that happened from before the kids lost their memory. So we're trying to connect these two together. Somehow, Fuyuhiko is involved because his sister was the first one to be killed in the game. And in the game, anyhow. So let's get onto it. Let's refresh a little bit with some recent transcripts. That's right, we were trying to say who was who.
Yeah, we had just kind of finished.
So we concluded that Mikan is girl A, Hiyoko is girl B, Ibuki is girl C, Mahiru girl D, and Fuyuhiko is guy F. Leaving the first dead girl who's unnamed in the game. That is Fuyuhiko's little sister, and then girl E being...
Oh, hey, K-Boss!
Oh, hello, K-Boss.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Girl E is apparently Miss Sato. The same Miss Sato who likes white rice? Yeah, I still don't know who she's talking about.
Me either. That seems to be like perhaps it's a lost in translation thing.
Do we... Hold on, I actually want to check something. Actually, no, we did this last time, I think. We looked at the characters from the first game, and no one had the name Sato.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we checked all the characters. So let's get a move on here. There's 4 of us. I will need a D4 and a D6. So actually, yeah, I'll use the D4 for this because Monokuma might be fairly involved this stream.
Mm-hmm.
So this is off the desk. This will be between you and me, Nanners.
Okay.
This one goes to moi. Hey! No one cares about that! Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game! And we'll open this up because she doesn't typically get a whole lot of lines.
Yeah, she's pretty small.
So we'll open this up to the 3 of you. Kaz!
That's
Alright.
the one character.
Huh. What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My! You don't know? I hear that girl E got killed!
What? No way is that true.
I love these voices for these 2 particular supposed siblings.
Yeah.
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
Definitely friend.
Okay. This is gonna be between TT and Nanners.
Okie dokie.
This goes to you, TT. You get the...
You guys are definitely friends.
And there you go, Nanners.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
TT, I just saw your comment in the Discord. Mickey Mouse went down a weird road.
I love your voice, so that's just that.
Alright, and then I think the rest of these for now are going to be between you and me, Nanners. Unless,
Alright.
TT, do you want to stay in the running?
I will stay in the running. I don't know for how long. That's my
Okay.
one thing.
While we're in this trial, I don't think Kazuichi's gonna be a whole lot because he wasn't particularly involved in any evidence from what I remember. But someone correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know shit.
3. This is gonna go to... This goes to you, Nanners.
Okay, I have to think of a second voice.
More than one voice? That's rude.
Well, then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Oh, good. 2 deranged Mickey Mouses. Also, I love the 2/3 of Ibuki's face we get here. What?
That's copyrighted.
This'll be me and TT for Hajime inside voice.
He has 2 voices.
Yeah,
Yep.
we give him an inside
That's
voice and an
true.
outside
Okay.
voice, and sometimes
Okay.
the combination is very funny. This goes to me! Girl.
Ella,
Hey, under my girl, E. E. Girl E was killed on the 4th day in Twilight's main story. I was able to find out why she was killed by playing the secret storyline, which means it has something to do with the first high school girl's murder. This one. No, that's not it. What about the first girl's murder? I don't know. She wasn't the killer, was she? Not that I know. I don't know.
You're on.
Girl's murder.
Witness? Whatever, let's find out.
Yeah.
Nope. Then this would go to you, TT. But keep in mind this is the main character, so you can say no, and I'll pass it on to Nanners.
I'm fine with that. Just tell me one thing that he that defines him, so I know what kind of voice to give him.
Bland.
He's empty brain.
Well, you witnessed the first high school girl's murder. She was killed to keep her from talking. I'm Patrick.
Incredible choice.
Hi, Pablo. Thank you for resub.
Hi, Pablo.
A real voice actor joined our stream.
I'm not a voice actor yet.
TT, are you remaining in the running for new voices?
Yeah, I hope I can remember, but because I'm kind of weird in the head right now after
we'll
4
remind you.
days of combat stuff.
Yeah, we'll help.
Let's see here. To Chiaki goes to you, Nanners.
Oh, I
Wait.
like.
Wait. Did I get another one? I did. Hajime inside. Miles
Yo.
is here. Perfect.
Yo.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's
Yo.
pass some shit on to Miles real quick.
I like Chiaki and I want to keep her, but like,
Please do.
if you want one of my other two, Nagito or Peko, you can feel free.
I don't give a fuck, but before you finish, I just need to do something real quick that I've been meaning to do all fucking day because I've been racing against the clock since 7 this morning. So give me 1 second.
Go for it.
I just need to real quick.
Woo!
Jeez,
Smoke it up, smoke it
Miles.
up. Happy close enough, by the way.
Oh my god, I don't even care what's happening, Jesus Christ. Oh god. What's happening? Who's left? What's going on?
You want
Yeah,
Nagito or
just
Peko?
cheering to you.
Just give me everybody, goddammit. I don't even care.
All right,
Fuck it.
give Miles Nagito. And also, Hajime inside.
Okay, give me a sec. I gotta pour this coffee out real fast, and then I'm ready for anything. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh god.
Don't worry about it. You got time.
I thought Miles had to take the most violent piss ever, and that's why he wanted us to wait for a bit.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm sitting right here. I haven't had my coffee yet. We just do wait.
You haven't
You
had
sound
coffee
like
yet?
you have.
Dang.
You certainly sound like you have.
No, that's the crazy part. I haven't had coffee in like 13 hours. I'm just hyped.
It's
off
all
of
good,
the
dude.
blend.
Hey, just like take your time, like, you know, let yourself breathe a little. Like, there's no rush.
Breathing's for amateurs.
Did the game ever go over that detail?
Dot. No,
Wait.
it didn't.
Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Girl E was killed on the 4th day in Twilight's main storyline.
Weren't you
was
going
able
to Hajime to Miles?
Oh, shit, you're right. Inside. I did give him inside. You right,
Okay,
you
wait,
right.
I'm outside or inside?
Inside. Sorry,
Oh,
I forgot.
fuck, okay, give me a second. Wow.
Who's who into the stream voice thing?
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
It's there.
The voice chat, not the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
right, the
That's what I was
separate
talking
one.
about
The-
exactly. Thank you,
Okay,
Kaz.
great.
Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. That's kind of redundant. I said everyone at the beginning and end. Girl E was killed on the 4th day in Twilight's main storyline, and I was able to find out why she was killed by playing the secret storyline. Which means it has something to do with the first high school girl's murder.
Maybe interfered, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Nope.
Dang!
Girl
Girl
E
E
interfered with the first high school girl's murder? That's why she was killed.
And this is you, Miles.
Oh shit! I didn't attach the name to the face. Oh good. Oh good. I fucking hate it. Let me see.
Give him a voice you really hate.
No. I gotta give him a voice that's characteristic of. Let's put a smile on that face. I see. Well, that's the first I've heard of this.
That's perfect, actually.
That's also a choice.
Cat noises!
Hajime, voiced by Catechus Finch.
Yeah, why don't you give some voices to Catechus? I think you're pretty greedy, Miles.
I don't know if he'd appreciate it like I do.
That's UTT.
Oh shit. It's the first I've heard it too.
He says something and then he's like, "You're right, it's the first time I've heard it too."
That's really good, actually. Come to think of it, I am an idiot. Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone.
If you don't want to read these, that's Gucci.
Oh, okay.
Because this is gonna happen every time.
Scroll.
I don't understand. Girl E was not Fuyuhiko's sister. The first dead girl was. So she must have.
Girl E was the killer, bruh.
Oh, okay.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Oh, which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
Hi, Lumi. Sorry, I forgot to wake you up. We also started a little late, which is to say that you haven't missed much.
Hi, Lumi.
You missed recap.
I'm here.
And that TT's here, and that Kaz has exactly one voice that honestly probably won't show up again.
Brilliant.
Which I'm sure Kaz is fine with.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And we're just now connecting the murders from the game to the current murder, and that Girl E was the murderer of Fuyuhiko's sister. Did you read this?
I think I did. Did I?
I think so.
Okay.
Wait, why do I recognize that voice actor? Sounds like he's from Digimon.
You've only got one now, Ryan, so you can take him.
That's true. I will take Fuyuhiko.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all,
But...
Is that true? Girlie, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
That's you, TT.
I'm surprised you went through all this trouble.
No, this is your Patrick.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Surprised you went through all this trouble. Fuck. Was it?
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic. Oh, it's gonna be Nekumaru.
This is a free-for-all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. TT!
Give me a word to describe him because I don't know him.
This is the very large, muscular dude with like lightning constantly coming out of his eyes, and he very often talks about needing to take a shit. And he's the ultimate team manager. He like he manages sports teams.
Yeah, he's a sportsman.
Okay, he's kind of like, we get it, bro. Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Perfect.
Excellent. Then I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert.
Fucking perverts!
Fucking perv, you guys.
How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Really redundant, bro.
Let's see. This is... Oh, me, Miles Nanners. Nanners!
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Oh no, Girl E was a pervert! Here's your...
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she want the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Okay.
Let's see you and Miles.
And that goes to Miles.
like, well, hold on, like,
Yeah.
dude, where's my car? Dude, did she lock the music room from the outside? She would have totally needed that key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl E was the one who went to the office.
That's me.
To get the key to the music room, right?
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility.
By the way, oh, no, wrong Royce. By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped. And sprinted from the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
So dramatic.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this. It's not cute to see an old guy hug.
This is the character we were talking about, Kaz, if you did want to voice her.
Sure. How low can I go?
Do it.
Hey, is Girl E
Drop
really the killer? I
Yeah,
haven't
there
reached
you
an answer
go.
yet.
There you go. You just gotta drop the bap.
Drop the bap, boy.
Drop the bat, man.
Drop the bap. You know, dropping the bap sounds like the latest TikTok dance.
We don't whip a nay, we drop the bap.
I meant to say drop the back of your tongue. I'm
Drop that.
That's
fuck.
inside
That's me.
voice.
That's me. I'm sorry. Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first.
Make your argument. Okay.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
Oh fuck!
The music room window.
no one was picked for Gundam.
From outside the school.
So how would Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room from outside, you
need to go through the-
entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other four girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of windows shattering. How was she able to get past those four and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best.
Inside was right.
Yeah.
Alright.
The clue doesn't have to be just in the music room or at the entrance hallway. A clue that's somewhere other than those two places is the key to breaking through this contradiction. You forgot an apostrophe S, game.
Uh-oh!
It's okay, I caught it. It's fine. We have this under control.
Entrance hall photo.
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
For now, until I have brain space to do it. So...
Shoot one.
I don't remember what the entrance hall photo looks like. Can I look at it? Ha! What were the other two clues that we're working with here? Victim's crime scene photo and the broken vase photo. In the classroom next to the music room.
How was she?
Oh.
Then
But then, what does Hajime say right here? Or the entrance. Oh, or the entrance hallway. Okay, got it. So
Ooh,
it's,
that's somewhere other than those two places. Could be
yeah,
lived
so
in.
it's this one.
Yeah. It's after she killed the victim. What does she do?
Oh, not
Nope.
here.
Nope.
Okay. Oh shit.
You need to go. You need to go through the entrance hall.
Oh, great. Thanks for not putting that in the thing. Nanners?
Sorry. In order to get to the front of the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Trying to find a flaw with the setting of the game is like ignoring the rules of tag.
Looks like I messed up. Let's try thinking it over again. And again. And again.
It was only 3 girls in the entrance here?
Here.
It wasn't the window! It wasn't the window!
It was a Boo Hogan face,
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vaz, how low can you go?
After the murder, broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Oh god damn it, I just understood what Boogie was joking about, and I'm so late. Anyway. Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over, too. I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon? Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was!
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying. Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
See, there you go.
I love that about him.
Which means I will feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now, then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
It was a bat, it was a bat, it was a metal bat, it was a metal bat!
right?
I showed you the picture! It's in the picture!
It's like so memorable.
An unconventional weapon that's been featured in multiple animes and mentioned as an unconventional weapon that also appeared in this game. Literally, if we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it!
What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I needed to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot.
I swear to God, if this ends with "but if you're in gentle mode."
It is. It's going to.
Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at. You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting a fuck you game! Like, just don't put it in then! It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently, he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now?
Yes, narrator. Yes, you were out of line.
You're always
Well
out of line,
then,
narrator.
good luck and have fun.
Can't you just
Objection.
Can't you just put that like at the beginning of the thing instead of at the end?
A weapon inside the music room. What about the broken glass?
Oh.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Wait, we never assigned Gundam. Hold on. Let's assign Gundam. Is it a free-for-all? It is.
Wait a second.
What's up? What's up? There's two
Bat.
murders. Girl E was murdered with the bat.
Yes, that was the second murder, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first one, my bad. I got it out of order. The first one, I'm pretty sure it was the fish tank, right? You used the corner of the fish tank.
Incidentally, Gundam was assigned to me by the die.
Ooh, nice.
What's our evidence here? Broken fish tank, killer's escape route, stolen school swimsuit.
Yeah, you could. I think it was Sonya that said it, and it should have had blood. Oh, maybe it isn't the big fish tank. No, fuck. Was there a weapon with blood stage on it? Oh, it's the swimsuit. It's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit. I forgot. It's the swimsuit.
Girl E had her swimsuit stolen by someone. But Girl E was the murderer in the first murder. So I don't know how this would be related to the murder.
She murdered out of revenge for her stolen swimsuit. She was like, that was the only one I owned and it fit perfectly. Why did you do this, you bitch?
What was the other thing?
swimsuit.
The broken fish tank, the swimsuit, and the killer's escape route?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the swimsuit.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Okay.
An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but it's probably not a single weapon. She might have combined two things and used that.
She got an atomic wedgie and died.
Perfect.
I think I already know what it is, what you gotta pair it with too, but nope, not that. Not the fish tank. Fish tank was part of it, but the fucking piano. This fucking guy. There.
Consent!
Boom, the gravel. This is a fucking wild way to kill a person.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Oh my goodness, I got it right. I was just joking out there. Just as I thought, I'm chosen by the gods. Fucking righteous.
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Oh, I was really hoping you'd continue the high-pitched voice for the golden.
Yeah, I
Tides.
forgot. That was just me forgetting. It's late here.
What the heck? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Incredible. Leaps and
It's like-
bounds.
It's like Homie the Clown beating people up with a stock full of quarters. It's the same thing. It's perfect.
Basically that, yeah.
Phoenix Wright reference.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea.
Amazing.
I fucking love Phoenix Wright, man. My hairstyle totally inspired by him.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone.
It kills two birds with one bag full of gravel.
One bag full of gravel. Why are you saying like that? A bag full of gravel.
One bag full of gravel.
Big
Yeah, like-
gravel.
Pickles from Metalocalypse, so I just get a bag full of gravel here.
To be fair, if you fill almost anything with enough gravel, it would make an effective weapon.
Yes.
True. Very
Yeah.
true.
If you fill my mouth with enough gravel, it becomes a very effective weapon.
I will fill you
try to
with so much
Kirby
gravel.
I want to see
gravel.
that.
Please don't Kirby any gravel.
As I stuff gravel into my mouth.
You just choke yourself on gravel. You're like,
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it'd make sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
She stole her own swimsuit. Genius.
It's the perfect crime. No one suspects you of stealing your own stuff.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
The happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who could be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
I don't think she was assigned either.
oh yeah.
Nope, not yet. That's between the
Big titty
three.
girl.
That's Nanners.
Girl D, you're talking about Mahiru, right?
Instead of misplacing, I'll say I stole it from myself. That's ingenious. Like the next time I can't find something because I know I put it somewhere I don't remember, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, I stole my fucking phone.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice. What is this? What does this mean? Or that? Whichever way you want.
What does any of this
This, that, what?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of that.
The piece of verse that became an important clue in the music room murder? Girl D got rid of it.
That wasn't me clicking anything. The game just does that for video game flashbacks.
Okay.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
Oh, I forgot about that entire scene. Gonna be honest.
Me too.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident, and from there she couldn't go back. I can somewhat understand that feeling.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
King, I guess.
Sweating nervously.
Well, yeah, that's pretty scary.
Mookie gets it. The two of them separated by Nagito.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask, just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Guy F for curling. Guy F killed Girl E for killing first murder girl.
For killing Girl 0.
Student 0.
Girl Lee's killer. Right now, the only person I could think of is that guy. The guy who felt such a blind rage towards Girl E in the game.
Monokuma.
Eureka!
Consent!
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember? That's obvious! Because their school memories were like totally stolen by themselves. They misplaced them.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one will kill a nice person like Mahiru, besides a piece of shit, menace to society like Fuyuhiko. I don't know why this highlight cadence.
Oh, because he would realize that Girl D helped Girl E about the murder of his sister.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Oh, here we go. Now we gotta talk about the fucking metal bat, which I think makes this a good point to take a break since we're about halfway through.
Yay, I want to go get
Break!
And to celebrate our break, we're gonna go over and play the break music.
Oh yeah, what's the break music?
Break!
Brilliant. Well, I got a bunch of Amazon.
All right, everyone in chat, everyone in the VC, please tend to your bod. If you need to piss, shit, drink water, grab a snack, do a stretch, get her done.
Ooh, I could do a snack.
Be right back.
If you got something you gotta check on, go check on it. Don't forget that thing you were trying to remember.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Hey, everyone, remember that thing? Remember that thing you were thinking about doing earlier?
Oh, too late.
Now's a great time to do it.
I do need a drink, so hopefully stream doesn't die.
Ooh, I got bug repellent. That's cool. I need that. I got a bunch of packages for my job to open, so I don't forget that they exist. Because if I don't open them soon, they'll just become part of the room. Oh shit. It's my raincoat I ordered. And one more thing. One more thing came in. Ugh. What is it? Oh, fuck yeah, that's a belt. Good. I need a new belt. A new belt, a new raincoat, and a bunch of bug spray. Alright. That's a pretty good mix of things to get on a Monday. Alright. Well, that's awesome. Now all I have left is trash. Trash! Get out of here, trash.
Throw out the trash.
Throw it out! Throw the shit away!
Get out!
I'm like so hyper and tired at the same time.
Okay.
Why?
How come?
Just had a wild day at work.
All those packages.
Lots of packages that I missed. Few that I missed because I didn't know where the damn addresses were. They didn't tell me anything about the route they gave me this morning. They were just like, all right, this route kind of sucks. There's a lot of walking.
Great. Well, shit.
I was like, cool, all right, fuck it. So I did a lot of walking.
I guess that's good for your blood pressure and bad for doing your job.
No, it was pretty standard. I just walked across a lot of lawns, and I actually delivered to 2 schools, but I only saw one school on that street, and there's supposed to be like another school there. And I walked around the whole building. I'm like, this is one school. Fuck it.
That's weird, but they will probably know where the other school is.
I was just like, I don't have time for this. Boom. I'm like, guys, you gotta tell me this kind of stuff next time. I came back to the night supervisor, and he was like, I'm sorry, I missed a few. He's like, what route were you on? I was like 17. He's like, oh man, that route sucks. That's all right.
Wasn't that not nice to give it to you then?
Well, that's how they find out if you're gonna stay or not. You know what I mean? Everyone's got to do the crummy route sometimes. You can't just have the easy day every day.
Yeah, but still.
Saturday was easy. Because Saturday, all I had was cluster boxes. So I just get out the car, open the box,
throw everything in, drive to the next box. That's way more chill.
Sounds like it.
But everybody likes that one because it's easy.
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got potato chips.
That's nice.
Something I don't usually have.
I'm kind of weird in the head because I spent like the past 4 days on a convention. And I was in the 18 and over section of the convention. And so my brain, I have like silicone dicks on my mind right now.
As one does.
Yeah, I did this spin the wheel thing where the main prize was tiny silicone alien dicks.
Ooh, stream is chugging. There it goes.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I saw it blip, but it came back pretty much right away.
Came back.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, that's good.
Hold on, little stream. Be strong.
You can do it. You can do it.
Fight. Fight. Fight.
There. Oh,
Are we good to start up again?
Okay.
Hold on. I need to take my clothes off first.
You need to take your clothes off. Oh, don't let me stop you.
They're not. They're in the way.
I would be the last one to stop you.
They're in the way of
The rest of my voices are done in the nude.
Yeah, these clothes are in the way of my narrative.
Naked voices.
Yeah, this is the only way to do it.
Voices.
It's the only way to do it. If you're wearing too many clothes, they don't get to hear you.
The real you comes from the skin that is exposed.
Y'all, I had to wear real clothing today.
Naked voices.
Because I had to go into the real world.
Voices.
What did you do in the real world, Nanners?
Voices.
I had to get things injected into my person to keep my body functioning.
Oh, that sucks. I hope you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. I was just saying I had to get dressed for all that.
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
And I hate it.
Like I had to wear makeup and wear proper clothes for the past like 3 or 4 days, and it sucked hard.
Yeah.
Good night, Pablo. I will be a blob until Friday.
Good night, Pablo. Love you.
Oh, good night,
Good night, Pablo.
Get good sleeps, baby.
Get it.
Sleep well.
Yeah, like I was wearing underpants for the first time in I don't know how long. And I was like, this is suboptimal.
I'm sorry.
I dislike this feeling.
I'm glad I took their advice at my job. They said don't wear nothing at the job that you care about because the ink will fuck your shit up. And like I bought 2 pairs of shorts just to be working in, and they already are covered in ink.
That's wild.
They're like all like supposed to be khaki, and there's just black spots everywhere. My hands are fucking, my cuticles are fucking wild.
I worked folding envelopes for a while, and like my fingertips especially were black all the time.
Yeah, I might.
Do you want to get started up again?
Let's go!
Yeah.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, that game and Mahiru's death are probably related to one another. In actuality, there's a specific item that was used both in Girl E's and Mahiru's murder. Specifically that.
Consent!
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. Baseball? As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now. There's no way a stupid game could be the motive.
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge.
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
I love all these deep voiced guys.
We are all in our lower register state.
The true killer played that game and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Or Fuyuhiko could be using that knowledge to make it look like someone is setting Fuyuhiko up while actually doing it.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
While actually doing it.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Damn! Came right for her neck.
Didn't you say Hiyoko wasn't gonna be involved that much?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
They were really making her look like a red herring.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Listen, you take one huge dump one time.
And now the bullet is toilet clogging.
Okay, what's footprints on the beach again? Footprints were found near the crime scene. The trail leads from the beach house and loops around toward the road. The footprints were
She said, "What are you even saying, you four-eyed troll?"
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
I'm sure the gummy will come into play too.
I want to call someone a troll one day. I don't think I've ever just called another person a troll.
Just call them a trollop.
A trollop?
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
Audiobooks lately, and
Accusing me
it's
of
great.
killing Mahiru. Yeah, you're so mean.
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Well, they didn't go to the beach house. I was squishing Mr. Unce all day.
This bitch was stepping on ants all day? I don't believe that for a second. Whether or not Hiyoko went to the scene of the crime, that evidence should hold the answer. That evidence that Nagito investigated on his own. That fucking creep.
Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead. Honk.
Hound.
You're a lie, Hiyoko. You're a lie.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Yoko.
Look at her while you're talking to her.
See, seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
What do you mean, these footprints? Did you bring them with? Did you put the footprints in trash can?
I took a photograph because I thought they were cute.
Look how tiny they are.
Look at these cute footprints in the sand. I thought they were very aesthetic. I wanted to put a poem in front of them and post them on Instagram. Like, seize the day, go and play, have a nice day.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mickens based on how ugly they are.
Meekins.
Mickens.
Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? Oh, that's strange. The footprints I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly. This fucking creep!
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo.
You nasty fart.
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means when the owner of those footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance. A different entrance? Are you talking about the back door? I mean, the door facing the road that Mahiru's father was leaning against?
Are you saying when the person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Because she was hiding in the closet.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Oh, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house. Suddenly, unprompted.
So you finally decided to confess.
Thanks, Gundam.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
I love how the music changed on that.
Yeah.
Ibuki's like, what? Walks?
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I fucking love this song.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Case closed.
Right?
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
She's a
We're getting
whole
more
lie.
southern all the time.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
That camera pan was wild.
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yes.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Let her on, Mahiru.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Yeah, obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her. What? You saw Mahiru and me see each other? So where's your proof? Explain it in more detail so I can understand.
Seems I've messed up. Damn it! I should think about this one more time.
Yeah, do so.
I'll try.
Is this a panel of idiots?
Why do you spin the text around? I hate that it spins the text around.
I kind of like that, honestly, because it's so disorienting.
It's a special challenge.
It's like supposed to
I wouldn't mind, like, the whole thing, like, shaking or something, but, like, spinning it around is a bit much.
It's so chaotic, it really matches the aesthetic.
That clearly contradicts my evidence. She should have gone to the beach house at a different time as well.
What does the letter say again? Letter on, Mahiru!
Letter on my wayward son.
Letter on Mahiru, run! I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox about what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. Oh, yep, okay. Okay, I know when. Right here. Liar!
Break! Only doing your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter? I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be better if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her. Bye.
Well, what is
Didum.
that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh snap, I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so I should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward. I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong. You're totally wrong.
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner for Hiyoko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony said it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know. Wow.
Whoa. As a single tear rolls down her face.
Cass, you're great. You're amazing. I love it.
Rolls down her expressionless face. Whoa. That's just the sound of that's the sound of the tear being released. It's not actually coming from her mouth.
It's just whoa.
Is she really crying, or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Get her! The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Because of course I'm cryptic when I'm thinking to myself. Yeah, isn't everybody? Isn't everyone's inner monologue completely cryptic? Anyway,
Yep.
a specific item was found there that would lead us to assume Hiyoko was waiting there. Spot selection!
Spot!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding? Are you talking about the closet? Or the Krusty Krab?
I wouldn't want people reading my mind to figure out what I'm referring to.
Facts, yo. You never know who's a psychic.
You just never know who's listening in inside your brain.
Yeah.
Mind readers are everywhere. Don't take
Dude,
a chance.
If someone can like reach into everything that my brain is outputting and specifically pick up my conscious thoughts, like I'll be impressed. I'll be like, you know what? That's like if someone puts in the effort to like break into my place, like you put the effort in, like you clearly needed that shit.
They'd go mad if anyone tried to pick your brain. They would just go insane instantly. I'm sorry, it would just be like that. They would try and they would despair.
I think if they pick my brain, they just feel really relaxed.
I love your whole deal, but I don't think anybody else can deal with that.
Thank you.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Shut the fuck up, Hiyoko.
Full of shit.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance,
Because familiars always hide in the closet.
Right.
When she saw her chance,
Okay,
she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house with like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beach side door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
Okay.
It's a
Happy
trap.
Pride, you also don't have to come out.
Happy Pride! Everybody stays in the closet if they want to, if they feel comfortable there.
It's a trap. This is obviously someone's trap.
Who's someone? Whose chap is it?
It's Fuyuhiko's! I told you! It was gonna come back around!
It must be that one person, you know? The one with the mask, maybe.
The one with the mask?
Leonardo DiCaprio. There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real Kyler.
The real Kyler.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
The real unaliver.
There's no way I'd wear such childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko.
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all.
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, if you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb!
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just the difference between cultures. A culture shock, you know?
No.
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads.
I'd be pretty stubborn too if I had to defend the fact that I didn't kill someone.
Yeah.
Especially if you know you're gonna die horribly if somebody finds out that you killed somebody.
Even if I did kill somebody.
Wait a second. Is this game also an indictment of the Japanese judicial system?
Potentially. Potentially.
It does reference Ace Attorney.
Very heavily Ace Attorney inspired, yeah. They definitely cited that as inspiration.
I mean, Ibuki literally said Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
Confused Hajime noises.
It's true that Hyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
Producer, perhaps.
I like this case, actually. Now that I'm remembering how it goes, this case is wild.
Okay, it's gonna be one of the gummy things.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And you weren't also hiding in the closet? So that's when you...
Dropped the gummy!
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru and afterwards you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door was facing the road. Or the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I love that was our one real quick chime in at the end.
That's how you left your footprint. Yeah. I was here too.
Ooh, you know what?
What?
Wasn't it Nagito who told us about the gummies in her room?
Yep, it was also Nagito who, took,
Footprints.
had access to everyone's shoes if he was able to, trace them. So he could also have just taken them and
Yeah.
used them to make footprints with.
Yeah. And it's Nagito, so there's also the chance that he could have just fucking lied.
Yeah.
It's always that chance with this motherfucker.
Okay. I think it's gonna be the... Because the thing is that, like, we're trying to contradict something that someone says.
Europe.
There we go.
Break!
About that gummy. Did Hiyoko really drop it?
No? Oh, yep.
Radio. I'm gonna totally switch it up. The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Road.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies. But she only eats a specific brand.
Oh, so the fact that, like, we kind of couldn't tell which ones were yellow in the pack is kind of indicative of that, no?
Yeah.
Probably.
Gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
And the one we found is yellow, which doesn't look like melon.
Muted it, I forgot. The fruit
Maya?
gummies we'd only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right? God, I'm hungry now.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored.
I didn't know that. It could have been banana.
Huh? That gummy's yellow. And it's not mine. The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies.
Hmm.
What?
Right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap. Damn it. Who would set a trap like this?
Everyone looks at Nagito.
They all turn around.
I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna pop you on the head with all my might.
Drop the bap on him.
That's
Drop the
adorable.
You just gotta drop the bap.
Radio, hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of this little gummy? Radio, don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Damn.
Oh, this is the person just before they get drunk.
That's so aggressive.
Okay. Let's look at Mikan's autopsy report. We're gonna look at the report that Mikan took of Mahiru. Mahiru received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly.
Oh god damn.
Would have had to be a pretty strong hit.
That's right, that is how we kind of
Yes.
ruled out Hiyoko. So it is a little sus because what it makes it look like is that she saw Mahiru, but then didn't go and tell anyone about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true that an important piece of evidence, and we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean?
Mahiru lost her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
Yoko's left behind footprints because Mahiru blocked the door to the road by herself? No, that obviously contradicts one of my clues. The blow to the back of the head.
Is it the Mahiru?
It's the
It's
autopsy.
gotta be, yeah.
It's the autopsy because they couldn't have hit her and propped her up at the door from the front because she got a blow to the back of the head.
She
So for
also
her to-
wouldn't have had any last of her strength.
Yup.
She was dead immediately.
She was dead immediately. She got
Yeah, you're right.
knocked out right the fuck away. Boom.
You're right.
Hoi oi.
Oi, 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 oi.
Wait, I object I object on the grounds of
Break! Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
Instant knockout.
Oi, 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 Your Honor, that information doesn't match up! According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
Hoyoishin, Your Honor, hearsay.
Objection sustained.
Radio. If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you.
Eek! I'm sorry!
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow.
The beginning was Angu, but you saved it.
That's why Mahiru wasn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
Like the Killua?
The killer broke the door.
The Unaliver?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
Why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
No.
Seriously, that's not true.
The Indeadener. Exactly.
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
When I saw her, she was... She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer. Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
And she canonically can't bathe herself. That's also true, Kaz. That's very true.
Oh! Break! We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
I'm Fuyuhiko. She's Hiyoko.
Yeah.
They're totally different names. Radio. Shut up. I'm telling you she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely the killer.
That's very misogynistic of you.
Rebuttal showdown.
If my hero didn't block the door, then she killed that Mahiru and blocked the door with her body.
I'm just not even gonna try to read these.
Yeah, I was just trying. Inside voice.
Yuhiko is stubbornly insisting that Hiyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all his words, I'll be pushed back.
Advance.
Yeah!
Cut it! Yeah!
No, washing off in the shower is impossible because the shower is in the beach house. Was in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order? You're out of order! Guys.
I forgot about her.
I think this is just her
terribly-
normal voice.
It might be. I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it. Gorsh.
I love your voice, Kaz.
That's definitely how arguments work. Yeah, you just take out a sword and you are guaranteed to win. Yeah, just every word that comes out of their mouth, you swipe the sword. So you're just like, yeah, just like waving it frantically in front of yourself. No!
Defense!
You do
Kill them!
voice moves at their words.
Then, maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on!
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder? No, that should be impossible.
Because she's a dumbass.
She can't take off her own
Because she
kimono.
doesn't know how to, like, tie and untie her own complicated...
Her clothes fused to her body.
I mean, she's wearing a kimono, so she, in theory, can't get undressed by herself and dress
Yeah,
in.
the sash is behind her and it's complicated.
Like, as somebody who wore
no, it's the other
kimonos
one.
before...
It's that she
probably
can't get
doesn't
dressed
work.
by herself.
Yeah. Yeah, so she could take off her clothes, but she can't put them back on, so she would just be running around naked if that was the case.
Yeah, she can't get dressed by herself. Listen to me, Hugo. Hugo mentioned this before. I can't help it. I can't tie my kimonos by myself. Which means Hugo can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
I mean...
Radio, whoa, what?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Which doesn't make sense if there's a fucking shower, but whatever.
Okay,
We're just going to
why?
ignore that. We're just going to ignore how that makes no sense.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet. She's gonna
Oh,
change every
yeah.
time.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Monokuma just
Monokuma would've
wants
said a
to
thing or
watch
two about a thing or
people
two.
change.
Damn right! I'm
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me. That makes sense.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did he?
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been
Fucking Ibuki.
saying, girl, the blood wasn't on me in the first place because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it in the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's right. I forgot.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach. And he didn't say anything?
Didn't I tell y'all that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she would have never backed down.
Doubting me of all people, you got some nerve.
It's talons.
I like it.
Alright, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowling position for the rest of your life.
Bowing.
So I like bowling more.
Bowling. It's
There's
bowling
a
now.
bowling position. You're gonna be arm back, crouching slightly. Always ready to bowl.
Yep, Pikachu's rolling into a
Three
ball and,
fingers
like,
out.
throwing
It's
it.
always 3 fingers out.
Yep.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The word bowing does look hella weird though.
Yeah, also I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
The hell it does.
We're getting close to 6 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Or I should say 2 hours in. We're 15 minutes there on stream.
Close to 3 a.m. here.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? I can leave. It's okay that I'm not the killer.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you, there's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
Maybe she just was rude to us. Maybe that's why we have such a distorted picture of her. She just didn't like us, and so we got that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid, 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 stupid.
Hiyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
Shut the hell up, big barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
In that order. I hope your last memories of that very specific pain of a hangnail being twinged.
I hope you get a hangnail and die. It's something I want to say to someone one day.
you just gotta be okay with telling someone that you hope they die, and that's about it. You could just say, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I hope you get a hangnail.
No, the and die just makes it even funnier though, because it's like
True.
how are the two correlated at all? How are they gonna kill you?
Wah! I'm sorry for being pig barf.
Jesus. Mikan.
Grow a spine, girl.
Please, Hiko noises.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange.
His behavior's like always strange.
Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Sean, you showed up right at the end.
Sean! The half tired. Half tired, half excited.
So tired.
I mean, this sounds like we're getting into like another kind of topic for the trial. So we could end it here.
I would be down for ending it.
Oh, you're ending it now?
Where you wanted?
I can't go any longer. Like 8 p.m. is my usual bedtime, and sometimes even earlier. So.
All right.
Sorry.
All good.
Gonna save a few times. Okay. Shawnee come lately. Thank you all very much for joining us today. Miles, TT, Nanners, and Kaz. Thank you all for voicing.
Thanks, y'all.
Pleasure.
Thanks for being in the chat, everyone, and thanks for beaming us out into the internet, Kaz.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Eat your Fruit Loops, fondle your dice, and make art.
Yeah.
Maybe even good at it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Love you.